Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Steele. I am Executive Director of the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association, and thank you for taking the time to join us for the first in our series of award announcements for the 2023-2024 school year. Over the course of the next bit of time here this afternoon, I will be announcing to you winners in our digital media categories of our individual category contest. And then after a short break, we will get into our special recognition awards for this year, which includes recognizing the members of our student journalist staff, our aspiring young journalist, and our Golden Pen Award winner to our Teacher Advisor of the Year. So with that, let me start to move through our program and get things going. All right, here we go. So first off, a couple quick announcements as we launch into things. First off, we are returning again this summer to Michigan State University's campus for the MIPA Summer Journalism Workshop. We are excited to be back again. We're planning to be in Shaw Hall and in many amazing classrooms, including this one, the Spartan Newsroom, here in the Communication Arts and Sciences building. But rather than listening to me talk about it, let me share with you some wisdom from our illustrious summer workshop director and assistant director.
Hi, I'm Sarah Beth Badalamenti.
And I'm Sarah Neville. We are so excited to invite you to this year's MIPA camp hosted at Michigan State University.
This year, we'll be offering our staple courses along with 3 new courses. The Art of Storytelling for our advanced writers, Design Like a Pro for our advanced designers, and Music Journalism, the radio station experience.
We're also excited to welcome 2 new instructors, Julia Satterthwaite from Monte Vista's nationally ranked Ella Stoke publication.
And we're also welcoming the art director of Variety Magazine and former MIPA kid, Haley Kluge.
Whether you're a first-time attendee or returning for the 3rd time, we all know that MIPA Week is the best week ever.
Sign up now at MIPAMSU.org.
Thank you, Sarah and Sarah. Again, if you would like more information about the summer workshop, you can get that at our website, MIPAMSU.org. Now, if you are interested in... Here we go. That's what I wanted. If you are interested in getting honor cords for your graduating senior, now's the time to order them. Your graduate will look so good with a MIPA Student Media Honor Cord draping their gown at your graduation ceremony. For those of you who have already placed orders, we are getting ready to ship those out to you. They are packaged and ready in the MIPA office. You can get more information about honor cords and the MIPA Summer Journalism Workshop at our website, MIPAMSU.org. Also, wait, there's more. You can also join us this Saturday here at Michigan State University for our first ever Student Media Leadership Workshop. That's Saturday here on campus in East Lansing. Registration has been reopened today for a short period of time at our website. If you would like to join that, if you're going to be a leader of your program next year, we would love to see you there. All right. More announcements. MIPA badges. If you are amongst the students who I call your name here today or in any of our other programs throughout the week, you can get not only a certificate, which we are going to mail to your school, to your advisor, but also the MIPA Awards badge. MIPA badges are a digital credential that you can take with you anywhere and display anywhere you exist in the digital world, social media, your portfolio website, your email signature, wherever you might want to. All you have to do is, after the close of the program, go to the QR code that's here on the screen. I'll show this to you again later, or to MIPA's website. Fill out the form to get us a little bit of information that we need to be able to issue that badge, and we will do so. Today's digital media entries include a lot of different schools and programs. One of the most exciting things about the digital media area of our individual category contest is all kinds of student media outlets compete against each other in the 11 categories that are here. We have one division in this area of the contest, which means all of these schools, yearbooks, broadcast programs, newspapers, websites, everybody is competing in one batch against each other for these awards. So it's the only area of our contests where that happens. These are the schools that are in the mix today in these digital media categories. All right, let's get right to it with our digital media and multimedia categories. Like I said, there is just one division here in the contest in this area. I'll be announcing the third place through first place winners. Let me apologize ahead of time if I happen to butcher your name. Here are the honorable mentions in breaking news social media coverage here in the digital media and multimedia area of the contest. In third place, Mitchell Barnard from Portage Northern High School's Northern Light. In second place, Anna Esper, Julia Mae Jones, and Emily Hu from Huron High School, the Emory there in Ann Arbor. And first place in breaking news social media coverage, Joelle King and Kyra Bay at East Lansing High School's Portrait. Next up, news or feature social media coverage. Honorable mentions are here on the screen. In third place, Zane Sharania, Anna Esper, and Ashley Kim at Huron High School's The Emory. In second place, Kai Tibbetts and Layla Askew at Grosse Pointe South High School's The Tower Pulse. And in first place, news or feature social media coverage, Belle Potter and Kira Bay at East Lansing High School. Our next category is personality profile social media coverage. Honorable mentions are here on the screen. In third place, Kyra Bay and Adia Wisong from East Lansing High School. Second place goes to Molly Lau at Grosse Pointe North High School's North Point. And first place, personality profile social media coverage, goes to Adia Wisong and Kira Bay at East Lansing High School. Our next category is sports news social media coverage. We just have one division here. Our honorable mentions are on the screen. In third place, Hannah Didio at Grosse Pointe South High School's Tower Pulse. Second place, Lucas Gentilia at Plymouth Canton Educational Parks, The Perspective. And first place, sports news social media coverage, goes to Ashton Hall, Matthew Lacasides, and Annabelle Bartz at Portage Northern's The Northern Light. Some great photography there. Next up. Oh, never mind. I did lie a little bit there. So we did have one division there, but we've split this category into two groups. So the last group was Division 1A. Those were the larger of the programs based on enrollment at schools in our program. We had so many entries in this category that we decided to split this into two groups for judging, with the largest schools in Group A and the smaller schools in Group B. So this is Group B in sports news social media coverage. Honorable mentions here on the screen. Third place to Kennedy Thurlow and Callum Palmatier at Midland High School's The Focus. Second place to Madeline Emmett and Lauren Short at Midland High School's Focus. And first place in sports news social media coverage in our second group, Kelton Green at Grosse Pointe North High School's North Point. Our next category is social media video. We're back to just one group of entries competing here for the award. Honorable mentions are on your screen now. In third place for social media video, Brooke Parks at the Pankow Center there in L'Anse Creuse, LCPS TV's Cruise Line. Second place to Evelyn Apahidian and Michelle Narte at Troy Athens High School at Athens TV. And first place, social media video to Evelyn Apahidian and Michelle Nardi at Troy Athens TV. Looks like you don't have sound out of the video there. I apologize for that, but we will post the link to this content to our website toward the close of today's program. Our next category is social media promotion. Honorable mentions are on the screen now. In third place, Josephine Vello and Amelia Wood at Loy Norix High School's Nightlife. In second place, Ashley Hahn at Skyline High School's Skyline Post. And first place for social media promotion goes to Cassandra Wilson at Troy Athens High School's Athens TV.
My name is Cassandra Wilson, and I had the opportunity to interview our 4 Mr. Athens candidates for Charity Week 2024. So let's get started. Who are you?
My name is Brandon.
Next up, audio news feature. Third place here for audio news feature story, Miles Costantino at Grosse Pointe South High School's The Tower Pulse. Second place to Talia Patterson and Julia Tibbetts at Grosse Pointe South High School. And first place, audio news feature story to Maya Fu, Huron High School's The Emory. Moving on to our next category, audio interview, digital media. Honorable mentions here on your screen. And as I mentioned, all of our winners and links to their content will be posted to MIPA's website shortly after the close of today's program. In third place, Luke Schuer at South Lyon East High School's Beast News. Second place to Maya Fu at Huron High School's The Emory. And first place, audio interview in Division 1. There is just one division. It goes to Emily Lentine from Fraser High School's The Flash. All right. Podcast is our next category. Similar to the sports social media category earlier, the podcast categories, we had so many fantastic entries in that we split these into 2 groups for judging here, with entries from larger schools in group 1 and entries from smaller schools in group 2. And that's based on enrollment at schools. Honorable mentions here in group A for a podcast are on the screen now. In third place, Kate Rosso from Saline High School's Hornet Nation. In second place, Cody Stedman from Saline High School's SHS Today. And first place for podcast in Group A goes to Rain Douglas from Saline High School's Hornet Nation. Now for Group B in our podcast category. Honorable mentions are on your screen now. In third place, Brant Beach and Taden Miles from Ovid Elsie High School's OETV Update. In second place, Addison Forbes from Northview High School's The Roar. And in first place, Evelyn Apadian and Michelle Nardi at Troy Athens High School's Athens TV. And moving on, video interview. I feel like we've seen this one. Third place, Jacob Mason and Breeden Pudlow at the Pankow Center's Cruise Line. Second place to Gail Borges at Huron High School's The Emory. And first place, video interview here in the digital media categories goes to Sparsh Ayer at City High Middle School's The City Voice. Again, we'll get you links to this content so you can check it out in your own time at the close of today's programming. All right. Our final category in this group of contest entries is multimedia storage package. This is basically our design category for online, where you mix together all kinds of different content in a pleasant display. We have two winners in the contest. Second place, Josephine Vello and Eleanor Cook at Loy Norix High School's Nightlife. And first place, Sophia Chaquedo and Josephine Vello at Loy Norix High School's Nightlife. Congratulations to all of today's honorees. Don't forget to get your MIPA Awards badge. We've created the digital awards badge for you to be able to take wherever you go online, whether it's your social media, your portfolio website, your email signature, or wherever you might be. Take along your MIPA Award badge to showcase your honors. Use the QR code or the link here on the screen to fill out our form to give us some basic information that we need to be able to issue you a badge. So if you're amongst the students listed in today's winners, please fill out the form here so we can get you that MIPA Award badge. We will be shipping award certificates out to advisors. Our preference is to ship to advisors at their school. If you have a preference, a different preference for certificates, advisors, you can fill out the form that's on our website. We do also have an option for you to get certificates as PDF files instead of on paper. If you notice any spelling errors in today's show, please let us know so that we can fix it before we hit print at the end of this week on thousands of MIPA certificates. Congratulations again to all of our honorees. It has been a pleasure to be able to celebrate this section of MIPA's award program with you. In a few moments after I reset here, we will be back with winners in our special recognition award. So please stay with us and I will be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our awards celebration of our 2023 and 2024 contest winners. We are on to now our special recognition awards, sort of the special part or the special awards that we give out to individuals who matter a lot to our organization and to the scholastic journalism community here in our state. My name is Jeremy Steele, and I'm the Executive Director of the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association. I am coming to you live right now from the beautiful Spartan Newsroom here in Michigan State University in the Communication Arts and Sciences building in East Lansing. And of course, we are celebrating throughout this week student journalists and their work from this past year. I'll be joined in a few moments by some other presenters who have sent in messages to help us celebrate today's honorees. We'll be honoring the recipients of some of MIPA's special recognition awards, including our Aspiring Young Journalist Award for an outstanding middle schooler, the student journalist staff of outstanding graduating seniors, our All-MPPA scholarship recipients, and the Golden Pen Award for our Advisor of the Year. Before we get started, I do want to thank a few people and organizations that help make the things we do at MIPA possible, starting with my colleagues here in the School of Journalism at Michigan State University and our friends and supporters at the Argus Press in Owasso, both our lead sponsors of MIPA programming this school year. I also want to give a big thanks to all of the people who came here to Michigan State University or helped via Zoom on our judging day as we went through nearly 3,000 contest entries earlier this spring. We couldn't do any of this work and be celebrating students throughout this week without the help of our many, many volunteers who love scholastic journalism as much as we do. And a shout out to a few more people, the folks who volunteer their time to help keep MIPA running. I mean, of course, our volunteer executive board. Let me introduce you to these folks, some of whom are closing in on the end of their terms, including our president, Christina Hammett, who is at the end of her 2-year term as president of MIPA. Christina is the newspaper and recently took on yearbook advisor at the Cranbrook Kingswood Middle School for boys. Our first vice president is Cody Harrell of East Lansing High School, who will soon be stepping up in just a few weeks to become MIPA's next president. Our secretary is Darcy Hassing of Lakeview High School in Battle Creek. Our treasurer is Cammie Hall of H.H. Dow High School in Midland. Our second vice president is Sarah Ashman of Holt High School. MIPA's board has 4 trustees. They are Alexis Campion of Henry Ford II High School, Nico Ianni of Detroit Catholic Central High School, Kate McCallum of South Lyon East High School, and Jim Worley of Midland High School. Our video chair is Randy Scott of Davison High School. Randy helps coordinate all of our video contest entries and programming designed for our broadcast programs. Our newspaper chair is C.E. Sickinga of Grand Haven High School. He likewise does similar work for our print and online newspaper members throughout the state. And our yearbook chair, who coordinates all yearbook programming and contests, is Stephanie Orth of Lake Orion High School. And one more thank you to JEA Michigan Director Caitlin Edgerton, who is a past president of MIPA. Caitlin represents the state of Michigan to the National Journalism Education Association, helps advocate on our behalf for the stuff that we need here in the state of Michigan to that national organization, and also to ensure that our many great teachers and students are represented and honored in the various things that JEA does. We, of course, couldn't do anything at MIPA without the support of all of these amazing people. So thank you so much for everything y'all do for us. One award that we are not giving out today, but we hope to give out this fall, is the Administrator of the Year Award. We are moving nominations of this award to the summer, July 15th, so that we can select the Administrator of the Year and honor them in person at MIPA's Fall Conference this October in Lansing. So if you have an amazing principal, assistant principal, superintendent, director of curriculum, or any other administrator in your school building or your district who helps support the work of student journalists above and beyond what would normally be required, please nominate them. Tell us about this amazing administrator. Nominate them for this award so we can recognize them this fall. You can find information on the Administrator of the Year contest on MIPA's website. Look for the contest and awards menu and Administrator of the Year. All right, our first special recognition honor is the Aspiring Young Journalist. This is our outstanding middle schooler. This is the second year of this contest for MIPA. The Aspiring Young Journalist Award recognizes an outstanding student in their final year of middle school. Typically, that's 8th grade. We're regularly in awe of the work that these middle school journalists are doing all over the state at newspapers, at yearbooks, and at broadcast programs. They put some of us at the college level to shame. So kudos to all of our middle school journalists who are doing amazing work every day to make their schools better through journalism. And also, they may not know it yet, but they're going to be making their high school media programs better too, because they're going to take all that talent that they've picked up in middle school on to their high school media programs. So pay attention for those middle school journalists in your district. Every MIPA member middle school media program is eligible to submit one student for consideration to this award. And we then look through those portfolios and try to find the best who we can then submit to the Journalism Education Association's Aspiring Young Journalist Award at the national level. This year's MIPA Aspiring Young Journalist, who we submitted on to that national level of contest, is Kanev Kalmati of Cranbrook Kingswood Middle School for Boys. Although Kanev didn't win at the national level, JEA's judges had some incredibly great things to say about him and his work. I'm going to share a couple comments from reviewers at that national level of the contest with you. One reviewer noted that Kanev, quote, possesses a passion for journalism and a promising future in the field. He certainly does. Another praised his design for the school newspaper and the cooperative work that he does with his advisor. He also, in addition to working on his school newspaper, has done work for the broadcast program there at Cranbrook Kingswood. Another reviewer, I just told you what the other reviewer said. So I looked as well through Kanev's portfolio of work, and he is somebody to watch for. And y'all there in Cranbrook at the high school level are going to be lucky when he gets into your staff. All right. Congratulations to you for this honor. Moving on now to our student journalist staff. Each year, MIPA recognizes a select number of outstanding student journalists who are graduating seniors as members of our honorary student journalist staff. This is essentially MIPA's statewide team of the top student journalists. Graduating seniors chosen for the student journalist staff submit a portfolio of their work that is judged by a committee of MIPA member advisors. Our first student journalist staff honoree is special because her portfolio was not only selected for the student journalist staff, but we selected it to submit to the National Journalism Education Association's Journalist of the Year contest. That is a big honor to be able to pull one amazing portfolio out of the many amazing portfolios that we have to look at that we want to represent our state in that JEA contest. So kudos to Natalie Garwood of Utica High School, who represented our state very well in that national competition. Natalie served as the editor-in-chief of the Warrior Yearbook this year, and she's also been a photographer and photo editor for the Arrow newspaper. Congratulations again to you, Natalie. And now let me introduce the remaining members of our 2024 student journalist staff. These individuals are also outstanding student journalists in their own right. MIPA will have a plaque for each of you that we will be mailing to your school in the coming days. Our first additional student journalist staff honoree is Natalie Bonesack of Huron High School. Natalie is co-editor-in-chief of the Athenian Yearbook. She's joined by Lucas Caswell of Skyline High School. Lucas is editor-in-chief and a founding writer of the Skyline Post newspaper at his high school. Kudos also to Anna Esper of Huron High School. Anna is editor-in-chief of the Emory newspaper. Applause, please, for Chayton Harris of Davison High School, one of a record number of broadcast program students to be honored in our student journalist staff. Count them as we go. Chayton is a staff member of DTV, where he writes and anchors and covers sports for that amazing program. Another award winner, she's racking up lots of awards, Brianna Johnson of Troy Athens High School. Brianna is president of the film club at her school and has won more than 30 awards at state and national competitions for her video work for Athens TV. I saw her just yesterday pick up an award from the Michigan chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Those are the people behind the Emmy Awards. So Brianna has the equivalent of an Emmy Award. And to put with that, recognition as a member of MIPA's student journalist staff. Congratulations to you, Brianna. Ginger Johnston is a big deal at East Lansing High School. Ginger's editor-in-chief of the Cinead Yearbook, and we are glad to have her as part of our student journalist staff at MIPA. Anjali Kakarla of Community High School also joins the student journalist staff. Anjali is website editor-in-chief for The Communicator there in Ann Arbor at Community High School. Elena Kusneria of Lake Orion High School is our next student journalist staff member and another one of those record-breaking broadcast members of the student journalist staff. Elena is a producer and veteran staff member for the LOAM broadcast at Lake Orion High School. Also joining the student journalist staff, Gabriella Miller from Grosse Pointe North High School. Gabby is sports editor for the North Point newspaper. Kudos to you, Gabby. Glad to have you joining the staff. She's joined by Gianna Rue of Grosse Pointe North High School. Gianna is a section editor, designer, and editor and writer for the North Point newspaper. She's joined by Haley Sandberg of Mona Shores High School. Haley is editor-in-chief of the Sailor's Log newspaper. Also joining the student journalist staff, Claire Stagelman of Community High School. Claire is multimedia editor of The Communicator, the amazing magazine and news website at Ann Arbor Community High School. Also joining the student journalist staff, Jamie Tang of Huron High School in Ann Arbor. Jamie is managing editor of the Emory newspaper. And last but not least, another broadcast member to the student journalist staff, Sarah Youssef of Saline High School. Sarah's a staff member and reporter at the SHS Today news program, where she manages a team of reporters and producers. Folks, that is MIPA's 2024 student journalist staff of graduating seniors. They represent amazing, amazing work done all over the state by student journalists. I teach at the college level here at Michigan State University. I know some of those folks are going to be joining me, and some of those folks are going to other schools, and all of us at the college level who are going to get to work with these students are lucky folks. Congratulations to all of you for your outstanding, outstanding work. Continuing on, building off of our student journalist staff, for the group of students you just met in the student journalist staff, we select an even more amazing group of students out of that pool for All-MPPA scholarships. These are $500 scholarships, and they recognize the top students in each skill area of the student journalist staff. That includes broadcast, digital media, news design, news writing, photojournalism, yearbook design, and yearbook writing. The graduating seniors that we are about to recognize are the best of the best in their respective fields. Each All-MPPA honoree is selected by a committee of MPPA advisors. Members of that committee will be introducing each of this year's All-MPPA honorees, and we have not previously announced these All-MPPA honorees before, so this is sort of live. This is just happening. This is a secret about to become public. To announce our first All-MPPA recipient, here's Kate McCallum of South Lyon East High School, who chaired the All-MPPA Broadcast Selection Committee.
Today, I have the pleasure of announcing this year's recipient of the All-MPPA Award for Broadcast. This young person went above and beyond, not only showcasing typical school features and commercials, but also diving deep into the passion of truth-telling, with unique packages covering the local water crisis and even the school's problematic HVAC systems. As an integral part of a top-notch newscast, her talent in reporting is exemplary. She showed an array of interviewing skills that put her at the top of her class. It is my pleasure to announce your 2024 All-MPPA recipient for broadcast from Saline High School, Sarah Youssef. Now I'd like to introduce Caitlin Edgerton of Grosse Pointe South High School, who chaired the All-MPPA Digital Media Selection Committee.
With exemplary dedication, skill, and integrity, it is my distinct pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the All-MPPA Award for Digital Media. This remarkable individual embodies the essence of a young professional, crafting content with the care and precision of a seasoned journalist. Both within and beyond the classroom, this student has demonstrated fervent pursuit of journalism, capturing the attention of our judging committee with their adeptness of weaving compelling narratives rooted in independent facts, yet infused with their own unwavering hope and optimism for the future. Throughout the year, this student's articles Back to Benethix and Fall Foliage served as a shining example of their ability to tackle a wide array of topics with finesse and captivating audience with their engaging storytelling. Beyond this foundation, they continue to push the boundaries of their journalistic prowess, such as tailgating troubles and what students did on their snow days. Time and time again, this student showcased not only their dedication to uncovering the truth, but also their skill in navigating complex topics and presenting them in a compelling manner. Please join me in congratulating Claire Steigelman for their well-deserved recognition for this year's All-MPPA winner for digital media. Claire's achievements serve as an inspiration to us all, and I have no doubt they will continue to leave an indelible mark on the world of journalism for years to come.
I have the privilege in announcing the All-MPPA winner for news design. This person has been a member of her publication staff for 3 years, including this year as editor-in-chief. Her advisor says she is one of the best leaders he has ever had in his teaching career, and looking at her portfolio of design examples, her work is quite impressive. She's capable of planning and designing a variety of pages, including cover pages and inside packages. 1 month, she'll tackle the topic of parking fees at her high school. The next month, she'll rank the effectiveness of various themes in the student section at local sporting events. She's equally comfortable creating infographics and sweating the tiny details, as well as entire pages with a variety of images and text. Her designs are eye-catching, reader-friendly, and consistently strong. She knows her way around Canva, Photoshop, and InDesign, and she can blend in-depth stories and quick reads in a way that makes you want to linger on the page and learn it all. Don't just take it from me, ask the people who work with her every day. One colleague praised her delightful sense of humor and thoughtful and mature presence in every environment. Another said she has a commendable character and superb work ethic with a motivation that comes from deep within inside her. And her newspaper advisor knew she was special from the moment he encountered her as a freshman, saying she was and is kind, generous, caring. The list could go on and on. Congratulations to our All-MPPA design winner from Mona Shores High School, Haley Sandberg. Now I'd like to introduce Cammie Hall of H.H. Dow High School, who chaired the All-MPPA News Writing Selection Committee.
Creative, problem solver, motivated, passionate, and reliable. These were the words used by this student's advisor to describe the All-MPPA News Writing recipient. In her 4 years on staff, she produced many high-quality pieces that have won both state and national awards. Among her work is a story on suicide that she handled with grace and sensitivity. Another covered an emotionally charged Planned Parenthood rally. She has challenged her journalistic skills with in-depth stories and use of multimedia to further enhance the storytelling. As a junior, she was named Web Editor-in-Chief, something that did not happen often, but her work stood out with her peers. Beyond her high school work, she has also written stories for a local news organization with focus on the youth in her community. It is my pleasure to announce your 2024 All-MPPA recipient for news writing from Community High School, Anjali Karkarla. And now I'd like to introduce Cody Harrell of East Lansing High School, who chaired the All-MPPA Photojournalism Selection Committee.
I have the privilege of announcing the All-MPPA winner in photojournalism. This person has been involved in student publications since before high school. The first time we met was when she took my MPPA yearbook Kickstart class in 2019 and proved herself amongst her high school peers throughout the week, even as an 8th grader. In the 4 years since, she's changed the face of scholastic journalism at her high school. If you're involved in MPPA, it's likely you've seen this person's work over the last 4 years as well. Since 2019, she's won dozens of MPPA awards for photography, design, and more. She regularly publishes on her publication's Instagram page, once a day, 5 days a week, without missing a beat, and has increased the following of the page by hundreds of followers, over 500% in her time on staff. She's held many editorial positions across newspaper and yearbook, from section editor to editor-in-chief. Her advisor says she's not only the best editor-in-chief in the history of her school, but that she serves as the backbone of her publication. In my time advising, I've never written a letter of recommendation that wasn't for my own student. That is, until I met this student journalist. From my first MPPA camp teaching to my most recent, she served as an example of the best and brightest in scholastic journalism today. And that's why she'll get to hang this award next to her JEA Journalist of the Year award. Congratulations to our All-MPPA photojournalism winner from Utica High School, Natalie Garwood. And now, Stephanie Orth of Lake Orion High School will present our All-MPPA Awards for Yearbook.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Orth, MPPA's Yearbook Chair and the Yearbook Advisor at Lake Orion High School, and I'm here to present the 2 All-MPPA Yearbook category winners. When this year's All-MPPA Award for Yearbook Design recipient joined the yearbook staff at her high school, she had no idea the experience not only was going to change her life in high school, but guide her future. Her portfolio shows her commitment to yearbook design, as she has strong examples of all things journalism: writing, reporting, photojournalism, web and social media design, and leadership. Her involvement with her school's yearbook program demonstrates her willingness to work for the necessary content and to attend local and national journalism conferences to further her expertise. This experience taught her a great deal about organization, communication, time management, and creative thinking. Furthermore, this All-MPPA recipient was able to focus on keeping up with trends and was willing to tackle pages that were not meeting her expectations and redesign them. That is proof that we can keep improving and improving until you absolutely must submit. This All-MPPA recipient was willing to do just that. Keep improving. Journalists, it's my pleasure to introduce your 2024 All-MPPA recipient for yearbook design. From Huron High School in Ann Arbor, Natalie Bonesack. Next up, this year's All-MPPA Yearbook Writing Award. This recipient joined the yearbook staff at her high school as a scared sophomore. Over the course of 3 years on staff, she grew. She grew to love interviewing, writing, and revising. Her confidence grew, as did her ability. As her responsibilities grew, she had to take on more leadership roles, but admitted she still found joy editing with a yearbook staffer. In her portfolio, this All-MPPA recipient wrote what all yearbook advisors know to be true. Yearbook means growth and community. Her growth allowed her to work with her community to tell their stories through words and eventually through the verbal development of a theme. Finally, the All-MPPA Yearbook Writing Award recipient understood the value of consistency and organization, a yearbook staffer after my own heart. She put it best, as we have all learned and continue to learn, communication is key when it comes to teamwork and leadership. Journalists, it's my pleasure to introduce your 2024 All-MPPA recipient for yearbook writing from East Lansing High School, Ginger Johnston. And now, let's turn it back over to Jeremy for the Golden Pen Award announcement.
Thank you to all of our amazing judges and helpers in our contest. It looks like we had a couple of graphics where photos didn't get updated there toward the end with our All-MPPA honorees, but the names looked all good. Congratulations again to all of our All-MPPA scholarship recipients. It is wonderful to have had a chance to see your work this school year, and we are excited to see what you all have in store for the future. Our final award today recognizes a teacher. MIPA launched the Golden Pen Award back in 1952. It's the highest award that we bestow upon a scholastic media advisor. It's sort of a combination between a Teacher of the Year award and a Lifetime Achievement Award, because once you are a Golden Pen recipient, you are always a Golden Pen recipient, and you don't get the award again. Teachers who have become members of this class are the best of the best. They make such an impact on their students that current and former students are willing to spend hours and hours and hours and hours putting together a portfolio of work to showcase everything that the advisor has done to make an impact in their school, in their community, and in the greater scholastic journalism community. These portfolios are absolutely inspiring to look at. The best portfolios include letters from former students who are doing amazing things in journalism and media and beyond, and who were impacted so greatly by their student media advisor in high school or middle school. They include letters from administrators who recognize the hard work and diligence of the student media advisor, perhaps even community members, current students, and others. Other people in the scholastic journalism community who recognize the influence that these folks have had on everybody else in the world of MIPA and beyond to help make scholastic journalism and student media better. A committee of previous Golden Pen honorees examines the portfolios of advisors nominated by their staffs for this honor. As I mentioned, portfolios include letters from current and former staffers, administrators, colleagues, and others, as well as evidence of the teacher's outstanding work, resume, lists of awards and honors by their program, and other kinds of evidence. This year, 2 advisors were nominated by their students for the Golden Pen Award. I'm going to take just a moment to talk about each one of these amazing advisors, because they have had a tremendous impact on their students and on all of us at MIPA. So our nominees for the Golden Pen Award here in 2024 are Michael Schmitty at Dearborn High School. Those of us who have been around MIPA are sure to know Michael Schmidt, but he has had a greater impact on his students there at Dearborn High School, where he advises the student newspaper. Congratulations on your nomination for the Golden Pen. And kudos to your amazing students for putting together an inspiring portfolio, which we will share with you soon. The other honoree, the other nominee, rather, of the Golden Pen this year for consideration is Roger Smith at Lake Orion High School. Roger advises the broadcast program there at Lake Orion and has done so for many years, making an impact on students throughout the broadcast industry and professionals throughout the broadcast industry. It seems like every time I go to an event, I come across a former student of Roger Smith who is doing something amazing now. Roger also demonstrates the kind of generosity and charity back toward the profession in the same way that Michael Schmidt does in giving back to organizations, MIPA and others. Roger is a former video chair of MIPA. All right, so to find out who is this year's Golden Pen nominee, we need to turn to last year's Golden Pen winner, Cammie Hall, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the person we are going to recognize this year with the Golden Pen. Cammie is the advisor of the broadcast, newspaper, and yearbook programs at H.H. Dow High School and is treasurer of MIPA's board.
My privilege to announce the 2024 Golden Pen Award. The winner this year has dedicated his last 22 years of advising to building the broadcast program at his school, adding multiple classes and managing equipment. He creates high standards for their work and incorporates the community public television station into the program. Furthermore, this advisor serves as the MIPA broadcast chair, as well as also being involved with the Michigan Association of Broadcasters, Digital Arts, Film and Television, and other organizations. In this person's portfolio, he is described as a person who always has a smile on his face and a joke at the ready. It is my honor to congratulate Roger Smith with the Golden Pen Award.
Congratulations, Roger. I'm so excited that we get to recognize you as this year's Golden Pen winner. Hey, oh, over here. He's over here. Hey, Roger. Congratulations, Roger Smith, this year's Golden Pen Award advisor. And thank you to the students who put together an amazing nomination portfolio for that recognition. Thank you also to the amazing students at Dearborn High School and their fantastic advisor, Michael Schmidt, who I expect we will see a nomination again in the future for him. All right, folks, congratulations. That concludes today's awards presentation from MIPA. Thank you so much for being a part of today's program. Thank you for being patient as we work through working out the old kinks here in the streaming software and platform, getting things running again. And we look forward to sharing more winners with you throughout the week. We will be updating information on MIPA's website. If you scroll down on the front page, you'll see an article with awards results. We'll be updating that information as we are able in between our various programs. Video archives of our awards announcements will also be kept there, and we'll have full lists of winners. It's been an honor to celebrate with you today. Look in your mailboxes soon for various certificates, plaques, and other award materials. Thank you again for joining us and for doing all the amazing things that you all do in our Michigan Scholastic Journalism community. It is a pleasure to work with you all. Congratulations, and I hope to see you again really soon.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.